Troopers have conspired to make life hell for people of color just trying to survive on our shores. Following Trump's coup, the Keebler Confederate, Jefferson Beauregard Sessions, decided to make right makes right official Justice Department policy. Before it was just unofficial. Since October, over 1,300 children have been ripped from their families at the border. And another 11,000 are being held in U.S. detention facilities. They're trapped and held in cages, just like the animals that Trump is calling them recently. When Action Network's Families Belong Together movement started, it was in reaction to the outrage that the Office of Refugee Resettlement had lost 1,500 children. Upon further inspection, it was revealed that this simply meant that there was a transfer of custody, and more often than not, the children were with family members and friends safely off the grid and out of ICE's clutches. And that's where we're at the country, where it's better for the state to have zero idea where children are, because if they did, then they'd get thrown into military warehouses. Or, that is not right.
That is not
or
right.
even worse, it could be on Trump's recently proposed Chuck E. Cheese concentration camp.
Fuck that.
Now, this movement has spread to over 50 cities across the country with one primary goal: to end family separation at the border. However, I think we can do one better. I think we can demand the total and permanent abolition of ICE. We don't just remove the department. We try its staff for hate crimes, and we release all victims of their pogrom and reunite them with their families. And we have to, because the stakes are too high to accept anything less. Should that proposal seem immodest, hopefully our fantastic lineup of speakers will change your mind.
Yes.
So, we all went to kindergarten, and in kindergarten, if you got beat to the door for going out for recess, you might have said something like, "First is the worst." Well, that's not the case with our first speaker. She works for the Detroit Hispanic Development Corporation. Remember that name, everybody. They provide education and create employment opportunities for youth, adults, and families, primarily in Southwest Detroit. Please give it up for Sandy Love.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Sandra Gaitan Tinoco. I'll say it in English for y'all too. Sandra Gaitan Tinoco. It is an honor to be here speaking today. I have prayed for you. When I was doing my research on all of the horrible things that are finally being publicized through both social media and our regular media, it was amazing. You know, I just thought, oh my God, it's finally happening. There's finally outrage. They're finally outcrying these injustices that are happening. I just didn't understand how there wasn't any outcry. And for weeks, I sat there and I said, please, you know, send us the people. I know that people care about this. This is not about immigration. This is about the morality of being a human being. This is about decency. This is about not separating kids from their parents. I myself have a son. His name is Nicholas. He is amazing. He is turning 2 in 2 weeks, and I can't possibly imagine anyone that would even dare to try to take my kid away from me. It is just not even a thing, you know? And so I advocate for them because I could put myself in their shoes. I myself have an immigration story. I was brought here when I was 9 years old as a permanent resident, and I recently attained my naturalization. So that I could petition the government, so that I could vote, so that I could have a voice for my community, because we lack political power. We need heroes. We need human rights watchdogs to stand up for these people. They need your help. Yes. I just want to say one of the things that is very important is don't just advocate for the children, advocate for their families. There is no children without their families. They need their families. What they're doing is horrible. I can't believe I'm seeing this in my lifetime, to be honest with you. This is not who America is. This is not who we are. It does not represent our values. It does not represent who we are. And I say we because I'm an American too. I speak for my people today because it is important to me. It is dear and near to my heart. I just want to say, if you are here for the children, just remember that the U.S. government was in violation of the Flores Agreement Act, okay? The Flores Settlement Agreement has conditions as to where children can be placed. We're talking about unaccompanied children that have been arriving. This has been a refugee crisis in the making since the 1950s, okay? Central America's government has been destabilized, and guess what? The U.S. played a part in it, so now don't wipe your hands. Help them. They're refugees. They're denying them to seek asylum. They're like legit turning them away at the border. Al otro lado, thank you so much for the information, for the legal services that you are providing. Al otro lado, there's I wish I remembered her name right now. She literally walks them to the port of entry so that the Border Patrol agents won't turn them away. You know, since when did you need a lawyer? Because she's a lawyer providing pro bono services for these people. Since when did you need a lawyer to go seek asylum? Ask for asylum. So then one of the arguments that I keep hearing is, you know, they're here illegally. Okay, so if you're denying them entry when they have nowhere to go and they cross the border and turn themselves in to seek asylum, why prosecute them? Why not listen to their case? The zero tolerance policy is just cruel. It's really just a soft ethnic cleansing, and I'm saying it, okay? Let's call it what it is, because our community is under attack. Not only are they going after undocumented people, they're going after permanent resident card holders who have had any type of infraction, any type of excuse for them to be deportable. Recently, I also heard there is an article that's claiming that they're trying to go for naturalized citizens. Uh-oh, you know, I thought it was safe, I guess not. But anyways, they're looking for illegitimacy, supposedly, and they're trying to go after them. The energy here is beautiful. Thank you so much for being here. It shows your humanity, and it literally restores my faith. It restores my hope. I feel that we can build great movement to be able to call out the injustices that are happening. This is a humanitarian crisis, like I said. It's a refugee crisis that's happening. But not only that, so we want them to be with their families. We also don't want them to be in detention centers. Okay? Detention centers equals baby jail. Detention centers equals they're still incarcerated. And there's a direct intersection between mass immigration, detention, and incarceration. Okay? Look up Geo Group and look up Core Civic. Okay? These companies are private corporations that are profiting off of the human capital that the detention centers are providing them. Okay? I know that this is not political, but you know what? Who contributed to the Trump campaign and who contributed to Jeff Sessions' campaign? Geo Group and Civic, Core Civic. Don't forget those names, because our attention needs to shift towards them. They're making money. They're getting public funding to have these detention centers. Did you know that it costs about $90 a day per bed? And they have million to billion dollar no-bid contracts out in Dilley, Texas, and also the Kearns Detention Facility. So the two detention centers that I'm talking about are in Texas, okay? It is the South Texas Residential Center, Family Center, and then the Kearns Family Detention Center. They need to shut them down, okay? I love you guys. I know there's detention centers here, and actually the children that we're advocating for today are already here in Michigan. Bethany Christian Services is the one that's receiving them. Okay, so look out for them, see how we can volunteer. But remember, our goal is to reunite them with their parents. Reunite them with their parents. That's what we want. That's what we ask for. How can you help after this rally? Call Call your representatives. Yes. Call your representatives. Your vote matters. We're here because we have the privilege to do so. Please use your privilege to advocate for those that cannot. Yes. Do not allow these injustices to happen under our watch. Do not let history have us be ones that stood idle and didn't stand up when it was our time. Yes. Thank you so much for being here.
Familias unidas, no divididas. Familias unidas, no divididas. Familias unidas, no divididas. All right, thanks for putting up with me probably butchering that the first couple times. Sorry, it's been a minute since Spanish class.